Okay, cool. Oh yeah, this game's loud.
That's abnormally loud.
Oh. This is unreal.
Messing with Audacity is unreal. Not after what I've been through.
Alright. So this is Kart Rider Drift.
Yeah.
It's a little, it's in beta. And we got a code so that we could play it.
Yeah.
And, I know we've been tangling around with it for a while. Mostly you, but...
You're right. I'm trying to get as much as possible before the beta ends, which is on the 10th.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've basically just been putting whatever time we have available for the most part into this game to get a feel for it, because you and I, we've both played a lot of kart racers. We played a lot of good ones and a lot of bad ones, so I like to think we have like a general idea of what works.
Yeah. Or at least I'd like to think so.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm saying is like, I think we have a decent idea.
Now, there it is. It is beta,
Yeah,
so
it is
load
in
times
beta,
are
so
atrocious.
It's a little rough when it comes to loading sometimes, but I'm pretty sure that's just because it's a beta. I'm sure it'll be fixed before it officially comes out.
Right. Oh,
Give me
third
a
login
cart.
event. Yeah, third login event. What do you know?
Oh, it had a function. There's a monkey car. Super monkey car.
Wait for it all to load first.
Give it a second.
Where is it? A Simian Scraper
Simian Scrapper.
upgrades bananas to big bananas.
Oh, makes bananas bigger.
So you get DK's double dash ability.
Yeah. You get bigger nanas.
But yeah, you get speed cars, item cars. Ones they recommend for speed. One they recommend for speed races. One they recommend for item races. And speed races and speed cars, unlike the item cars, don't have any functions.
Well, yeah, it's
Okay.
because they're for speed races which don't have items.
I really wish you could just grab a function from an item car and give it to a speed one, just so then you can use it for an item race. Because no reason to have a function if it's going to be in a speed race. But I use the Ace, which blocks missiles. Then we got the bunny
Sometimes.
car, bunny car that came out yesterday for the login event. Oops.
Does that
Where
do?
where you can't slip on bananas.
Oh, okay. It just always blocks bananas.
The Turbo Tortoise upgrades the item mode, upgrades boosters in item mode.
Oh, he's got it.
To the
He's got
Tortoise
an
booster.
iPad like a pilot.
To the Tortoise boosters, pretty much just doubles the.
He's seen
ability.
things.
And then Simian Scraper prevents. Simian Scraper just has big bananas.
Makes
I'll stick with,
makes your
stick with the
bananas
Ace, though.
bigger. Okay.
Wait for it to load. There it is. Wheels, I don't care. Booster, I always go with the green because it's cool. License plate, I don't have any new ones. And then I use Diz, but you also
We
get
got a
Brody,
Brody
Bazzy, Brazy, Bazy,
Bazzy. I think it's Bazzy.
Bazzy,
I don't think you would pronounce the A as A.
Bazzy, and Dow.
Dow.
But I stick with Diz because she's the girl.
Yeah, you would. That's okay. But yeah, so
Stuff, so.
because it's a beta, they only have time trials and online, which is fine.
Time trials and then the tutorial for anything.
Mm-hmm.
New challenges. But you can do, like I mentioned, you can do item races or speed races. Speed races are just, you do the tracks but no items. I usually stick with the item races because I find them to be more enjoyable.
The speed races is basically everyone doing time attack online at the same time. So your only item is boost.
Right, and that meter feels quite
Yeah, I would say that is one thing when you're doing that. This meter goes up super fast. Like, I feel like it goes up way too fast.
right.
Because, like, you drift once and the meter's full. So you could get a boost right at the very beginning and just constantly have one to use, but also it's not very safe to do.
Just jump right in. Oh, wait! I've never seen an empty slot like that before. It only got 7 people. It usually gets 8.
I can't say I've seen a race start with less than 8 people. I've seen people leave, but
During like a load. See,
It's Piccolo.
See, that's one thing. Like if it's a team race like this, now it's a 3 against 4 instead of the 3 getting an AI teammate. It's just empty, so no one's there.
Yeah, that would definitely be a thing to do, is to add an AI teammate if people leave, or something like
Or
that.
if they just don't have
Have
anyone
it
to
so
play
that
it.
way their character just gets turned into an AI if they leave.
I would think. Oh, we're going. I would think it's because they don't have any AI programs. That's why you can't do like single races against the CPUs.
Yeah. Again, then sure that's a beta thing.
Yeah.
Because there's no AI in the beta, so that's why you can only do time attack and online. You can't do quick races because there's no AI to race against.
Right. But items, you get, bananas and nitros and water balloons.
There's like little water fairies. I don't know what it is. A water fairy. And there's a
missile.
Yeah, your typical missile, your bananas. You got
Shields.
magnets that you aim at somebody and then it pulls you to them, so that way you don't fall too far behind.
Right. The UFO is pretty much blue shell, which they have a separate item to stop it. They have like a UFO disruptor.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it actually.
And that's pretty much a star. So while it's out, you don't get affected by items, but you still get affected by UFO.
Oh, okay.
It
does not block UFO except the UFO disruptor.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I will say about the game, the items are too good. I feel like they're too strong. I feel like there's too many items that can just easily get you in the first place.
Right. And they're
because I feel like the magnet is broken. Because the magnet, you can just, like, if you're in a line like this with the magnet, you can just aim at the person in first and it will pull you to them. And you'll just bypass everyone. I feel like that's too good.
There are also plenty of items that only hit the person in first. Like, there's the barriers that just happened. There's the UFO that only hits the person in first. There's a rocket that goes for the person in first. So you only need one. That's the end of the reason.
I'm gonna say, I do like that. You can hold up to two items, and there's a button to switch which one you're going to use.
Right.
I think that's cool, but you can only do that like 5 times per race.
Yeah, you can switch only 5 times.
Yeah, but then again, the races go by so quick. I've never used it more than once. So.
But yeah, Piccolo won, so red team gets it.
Yeah,
you can try if you want.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Yeah, I guess that is a thing. Is that I guess from my assumption online is that whoever comes in first, then that person or that team just wins.
Yeah, they don't make they don't have like a scoring system like Team Sonic Racing does.
No, at least not yet.
Or depending on the place, you get.
I wouldn't doubt that they would get a scoring system. They just don't have it quite yet. Again, like I give them the benefit of the doubt because it's the beta, which means the game's obviously it's not done yet. This is so that way we can try it out and see what we think and try to give meaningful feedback. Do the bananas have glasses on the course? Oh,
yeah,
okay. Guess I never noticed.
Yeah, it's for glasses.
Kooky glasses.
Although I will say about drifting, I don't like it. Like at all.
The drifting is too it's very sensitive because you have to hit the direction that you want to drift, and as soon as you start drifting, you have to immediately flick the opposite direction, otherwise you'll do a 180.
Right. And I don't like how drift boosts. Because it's like you drift, and then you have to actually like line up, like center yourself again, and then hit gas. And then if you do it right, then you'll get the boost instead of just doing the drift and then getting centered and just getting it.
Drift boost is unreliable because sometimes when I think I get it, it doesn't work. I feel like it's a little too unreliable.
So I feel like what I usually end up doing is I hit gas multiple times after a drift. I hit it like 3 times, and then I usually get it in one of those. But if I get it, but the issue with that is that if you get it and then let go of gas, and your boost is automatic, it's all gone. So you just lose the boost completely, and you don't go anywhere.
I haven't quite mastered it yet, but
right. I don't know.
Let's see if I can do that.
I mean, that's just like any other racer, except for CTR. Well, no, CTR does it. Just like to get a perfect start.
Oop.
And
I'm hitting the wrong button.
And with the experience for online, what I've noticed is tracks are rated out of 5 stars. And right now they don't have a 5-star course, but they have 1 4-star, they have a few 3 stars, and mostly
Oh,
2
God.
and 1 stars. And what I've noticed is they will mostly pick 1 and 2. They rarely pick 3, and they won't pick 4. So I feel like there should be, instead of having like a random chance of certain tracks being picked, they should just have a vote system. Like any other racing game.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Big banana.
That would be the better way to go, is with with the courses being set up so that way it does more likely to do the easier courses. The issue with that is that 1 and 2 star courses is what you're going to play on 90% of the time, and then there's no reason to like even practice the other ones.
And then since 1 and 2 stars get picked the most, you're gonna play the same course multiple times.
Yeah, you'd end up playing on like the same 3 or 4 courses the whole time.
Right. You got in second.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not great at this, but I haven't played in a hot minute.
It's alright.
Bing.
And then one of my Xbox friends told me that this is more than likely going to be a free to start. So it might be free to start, microtransactions, all that stuff, and then you can use real money or just play the game to get like coins for cosmetics. But if that does happen, I hope there's benefits for people that played beta.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be nice.
Like start with some characters, or if they like reward you with some cosmetics that no one else can get. Saved you from hitting the wall. Okay.
Not quite.
And I don't know if it's not like, I don't know if it's like just like any other kart racer, but the higher you are, the more items will get pelted with because people look back at them.
Yeah, I think it's just a kart racer thing, but like you can get like pelted with items and it can be brutal.
Right.
I think that's just a kart racer thing though. That's pretty typical.
Yeah, I mean it's to be expected, so can't really do anything about that.
Yeah, that's just how racing games with items be.
That's why people do speed races, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I like that this game gives you the option of items or no items. It actually lets you choose, because a lot of kart racers don't do that, because Mario Kart doesn't do that, Crash doesn't do that. Like, it's nice to be able to choose, because obviously there are people that like kart racers but don't like playing with items because they feel that it's just because they don't like getting pelted with things when they just want to play the game, and then they can't because they're in first, and then they keep getting hit until they get in last. So,
right,
like, no one likes that.
Hey, tier 13. It said I got something.
Sleepy time.
It said I got something for days. I think it was an emote. I think it was an emote. Let me just go to. Yeah, the angry emote. There, I'll be mad.
Yo, blazing fury,
seething with rage. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but once you find like the best cart that you find to be the best cart, there's no reason to play the other ones.
Yeah, that was another thing. I think you said that at the beginning, is that some of the carts have functions, and once you find one that you feel like has the best function, you'll basically only use that cart.
Right.
And then you won't really care about the rest of them, so because you want that function, but you have to use that cart to keep it. So.
But hey, at least you can change the tires. Can't change the cart.
It would be cool if like you could have. It would be cool if you could give the function like to your character, and not to and they're not, and so they're not set to carts. Because then it would give you the incentive to play with any of the carts, because all the carts have varying stats too, so it's not like they're all the same.
Right. So it should be like, yeah.
Although I feel like an issue with that is that it could give you an unfair advantage, because you can pick like the fastest cart, and if you have like the right function, like you could pick like a super fast cart and give it the function to like block missiles, like the one you have. You just give that to the fastest cart in the game.
Right.
And then sometimes you can't be caught.
I was going to say, something that they could do is make the tires affect the cart stats.
Oh, yeah. Are the tires just cosmetic?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So instead of... what they could do is, like, the default tires for the cart, will just have the normal kart stats. But if you pick a different kart wheels to go with the kart you're using, then it could either like increase speed
No
or
one made that
decrease
jump.
increase speed or decrease speed. Increase like acceleration would decrease another thing.
Yeah, that would be good.
Oh geez,
It'd be good if the tires could even
Affect your
just
vehicle
slightly
performance.
affect stats.
I didn't have the shield then.
Because that would definitely play more of a factor.
Whoa, there's the water. There we go. Okay. Help me out.
Or maybe if the tires had functions and not the cars.
And not the cars.
I
But I feel
don't know. It might be the same. You might run into the same thing.
yeah, we just pick the kart body with the best speed and then just use those tires. I don't know. There's a way.
There's
If
a
there
good
is-
way to there's a good way to do it, but I can't say I know what it is.
Ugh.
Oh, you turned too early
Okay.
and you're dead.
I guess I'll just get taken away.
Take me away.
I can just get an item here. Whole team is losing.
Well, it's a 3-star course. You normally don't play on these. The
Right.
game normally doesn't pick them, so. Woo! Someone's got
Thanks,
a magnet
teammate.
on you.
Go to the middle. Okay, well,
Oh God!
I'm upside down. And if you hit Y, then it pretty much resets you as if you fell off.
Oh, okay. See, that's nice.
Bring me to victory. I just need a boost.
Oh, the magnet doesn't stick around forever. It only lasts a few seconds.
all I needed was a boost because I would have won if I got that shortcut. Haven't gotten a boost this whole race. And I don't like how you can't like affect your air trajectory when you can't like turn to affect where you're going to land in the air. Because if you go off a jump, then you have to wait till you land in order to turn, instead of being able to turn yourself.
That's to be expected.
Well, I mean, Mario Kart doesn't do that. Not at the CTR, because they have air brake. Because CTR has air brake, which is something that kart racers don't have. And then Mario Kart, when you go off a jump, you can actually hit left and right to turn yourself slightly in the air.
Well, they can't all be the same, so
It would be
makes
very
so that way you have to
beneficial.
it makes it so that way you have to be more precise with how you go, like how you go off jumps and stuff. The courses are set up so that way they are all doable, and obviously they're given more stars because they're harder to deal with, and that's why the 1 and 2-star courses basically don't have any jumps, or 2-star courses like have one jump.
I think one.
1-stars have none; they never have any. Then once you go higher than 2 is when they start having multiple jumps.
But I
Actually, you
don't
have to focus more on, like,
Not jumping.
lining yourself up correctly.
But I don't want Forza physics in my kart racer.
Well, this isn't your car racer now, is it? I didn't see you do shit.
Sure. Oh, hey, we're back. Just a 2-star. The same one. Before we did the 3-star. And it crashed!
We're back at it because it crashed, but because it's a beta, it does say that some things may not work properly, so you do have to be ready for things like that.
Yeah.
It'll be fixed in
Beta.
the final game, I'm sure.
I hope. I don't want a Sonic 06 situation here.
No.
With a beta, they just release it and call it the whole game.
Believe you me, this game's already better than Sonic 06.
Because at least I can play it. And have fun. At least I can find some enjoyment.
At least there is fun to be had in this game. Sonic 06 is none of that, so...
Yes.
And yeah, like I said before, we've played plenty of good kart races and we've played plenty of bad kart racers. Like we played Nicktoons Race It. We played Nickelodeon Kart Racers.
Yeah.
Which is horrible. Terrible game. And that came out in 2018. It's a horrible game.
It's like they didn't even try.
Yeah. We played, well, we've both spent some time with Team Sonic Racing, which is...
It's okay.
It plays fine enough, but, like, essentially, like, how the races are structured is just weird, and I'm not really a fan of it.
I mean,
It's also inferior to its previous 2 games.
Yeah, roster and stage wise, I would
Yeah.
say.
Oh yeah, absolutely roster wise. And Team Sonic Racing is only Sonic characters.
There's 16.
Yeah, and there's
Great.
only 16 of them.
There's only
Whereas the
16.
previous game, Sonic Racing Transformed, had like 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And only like 7 of them were Sonic characters. And then Sega took a bunch of other stuff from their other games and put in at least one. And then they're just like, oh, Sonic only now.
Well, I mean, they also reverted to only kart tracks, so there's no transformations.
Yeah, there's no transforming. But I mean, the first game did that.
Yeah, but it did it well.
Yeah.
I feel like Team Sonic Racing didn't really do it.
Well, here's a course with
much.
no jumps, so you don't have to worry about it.
But it's a puny 1-star.
Then it should be an easy win.
Thanks for saving me. I almost ran into that wall there. Yeah, and shields don't last forever, which is fine.
It's actually probably better that way. Where it's like shields are something that you have to actually like time as opposed to them just as opposed to you just putting one up and then you just have it. Because I mean Nitro Field you don't keep your shield forever.
Oh,
but
unless
like,
it's a blue one.
Yeah, you can you have to collect fruits until you can get a stronger shield and that lasts forever. But due to the fact that this game doesn't do that, it is nicer that oh jeez.
Your teammates trying to hit me? I would say that's another thing.
Huh.
You can hit your own teammates.
Can you?
Yeah, like there's some items that'll hit anybody. I think
Well,
I think bananas is one of them, and I think the water balloon that I have is also another one.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, if you can hit yourself with the item, you can hit your teammates with the item.
Well,
like if you throw a banana, you can land on your own banana.
Well, the thing is, you can't land in your own water balloon because you throw it forward, and you throw it forward in such a way where it goes far enough for you not to hit it.
I think that means that it's programmed that you would be able to hit yourself if you could, but you throw it so far ahead that you can't. But that means you can hit your teammates.
Right. I don't know.
Is that all the UFO does?
Yep, just lifts you up.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit.
That's not crazy, I guess.
Team lost. Because the top red person got second. So it looks like blue team wins. Yay!
Wins. Dun, 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 dun.
Then I don't know what determines experience. I don't know what levels do.
As
far as I'm aware, levels don't do anything.
At the moment, they may not do anything, but I'm not sure about that. So.
Right.
Ding.
Yeah. Do one.
Hurrah! Let that giant tooth on him.
Yeah,
it takes up his whole mouth.
Because it's a kid. Kids have
tiny mouths with one giant tooth. They got eyeballs that look like pills.
Yeah.
They got medication eyeballs.
Well, not all of them. Just him.
Because, and he has the less than sign as an eye.
Well, Bazzy's got Mega Man powered up eyes. Because they're just really big with tiny pupils.
I can see everything.
And then Brody's got Broly eyes, where they're just white.
Because he's the strongest.
Because he's gone legendary.
He's a legendary Metar.
Well, I mean, if Metars can have bodies like that and drive carts, he would be legendary.
That's what makes him legendary.
Because he can drive.
He is a sentient Metar.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I think you can look behind by hitting X.
Probably.
Why would you want to do that?
But due to the fact that this is an Xbox controller, I get confused. Okay. I get X and Y backwards.
Left face button.
That's just because I played mostly PS4 and Switch, so.
Right. And the Xbox is X and Y.
Is the opposite of the Switch. Each other.
Oh, and then, yeah, A, B, X, and Y are opposite from each other.
All of them are?
Yeah, because A and B switch places, and then X and Y switch places.
I mean, you do get, like, wind boosts from staying behind people. It kind of doesn't... I don't feel like it does anything, though.
I feel like I'm missing something with it. Because I'm just like, I don't know if I have to hit gas, or if I have to...
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Because there are people who have gotten wind boosts and actually passed me by keeping it. It's like, I don't know how they do it. But they do.
Alright, let's see.
Woo! You won't get up there without a boost. So you just gotta get lucky.
The game won't give me one.
Well, not in second.
Eat that. Oh, it's up to me. My teammate's not doing well.
He's in fourth.
Well,
This is bad. The heck was
not
that?
mean to go down there.
Oh boy. Magnet.
Whoops, wrong button. I keep getting the drift and the boost buttons backwards. Whoops. Oh, I can't move.
There you go. First place rocket. Okay. First and seventh.
Cheap shit.
First and seventh just isn't moving.
I guess he gave up. Would be my guess.
He's the only one on his team.
It's probably why he gave up.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Probably would have done the same thing, buddy. 7 seconds. I was gonna say snow slows you right the heck down.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, you got fifth. You seem to have passed somebody. Passed somebody because I think someone got hit by like a bubble last second. Green team.
Probably. I'm terrible at this.
Well, it's like me. It's like me when. Oh, it was your teammate that you passed. It's like me when I first played. I'm sure everyone else was like that.
That's probably only like the 7th or 8th race I've done. So, because I haven't had time to play this a whole lot, but
Right. Unless you're cool enough to play the other beta, because apparently this is the second one. The first one was in December, which I didn't even know.
I didn't either.
It's like, oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this. I'd seen ads for this game all the time, but I'd never had a chance to try it just because I know this beta was on Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
And I don't play anything on PC. The Xbox is yours, so I don't use it a whole lot.
Right.
Ugh.
Except it's for Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I mainly just use it to play KI, but otherwise I don't touch it. So
I hope the like dynamic camera angles. Oh, it's gonna crash. Because I think it's gonna crash because the background didn't load. But I hope the dynamic camera angles when the race starts can either be turned off or it won't like say 3, 2, 1 before everyone loads in because I'm sure we got a few of it where it's like you load in, it's a 3, 2, 1 go. Or when you load in, it says go, and your camera's still like in front of you. It's like, where am I going? I don't know where everyone is.
I'm sure it'll be fixed.
Or if it says go and everyone's already like way up there because it started before you even loaded in. It's like, okay,
This race may haunt you forever.
I've already done this.
I'm surprised
Surprised they picked another 3-star. Yeah, like that. I just loaded in. Everyone's already gone. It's like, great. Well, I at least have a nitro. That's fun.
Oh, it's the Living Woods.
From Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, from MK2.
Woo! You won't make it.
Yeah, you can't make it without that. You barely made it with that.
Right. But you can't do it at like when you're on the ramp or else you won't have enough time to get the speed. Lag.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'm in second, so that's fun.
I'm gonna say, but yeah, I think overall I would say that
Here, do it again.
With a couple of fixes, this could be a good car racer. I mean, it's a decent one now.
Oh.
Even in beta, it's a decent one now. And with the fixes, it could definitely be a game worth putting hours into.
Right, I would. Just to get everything.
Yeah, 'cause I know you're a completionist when it comes to kart racers, and you have to unlock everything, so...
Oh, I got my shield. Just
I don't. I just figure out what I like, and then I work towards that, and then I just use that the whole time.
Right. Oh, it's too far away.
one person.
Although we've learned that. Oh, hi. No.
Ooh.
Although I've learned with my experience right now, I've learned that people that play on Steam are really aggressive.
That's
because
just
they're
the
aggressive.
PC community.
Yeah, it's like they're aggressive with items, and they're aggressive, especially when it comes to speed races, because they will slam you around.
Those PC gamers, they have a lot more time. Couldn't even make that. It immediately fell after.
Oh, the person who first got a boost, so he's made it. Oh, I'm not passing him.
We've run into those gravestones.
That's all I can hope for.
See, that's the only thing that can help you at this point.
Oh, I'm gonna stop. No, it didn't lock on to anybody.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh, you failed.
I didn't make it. Oh. I do like how your place doesn't count if you don't pass the line.
Yeah, it's better that way.
So it's like, boom, he's the only one that finished. So it's not like I'm up there being second, the other person's up there being third.
It's
You're
better that
not
just
there.
everyone just DNF.
Right.
Instead of just being like, oh, the race is over. What place you're in is what you get.
Right.
I'm actually not a fan of that. I know Nitro Fuel does that, and I don't really like it. I'd rather just get a DNF.
But Nitro Fuel, I know these tracks are short, so Nitro Fuel gives you 30 seconds. This one only gives you 10.
Yeah. But yeah, that's because these are shorter races.
Yeah, of course they're like not as big or complicated.
And obviously since there's no 5-star course, there's going to be more. I wouldn't doubt that the 5-star course would be huge compared to the rest of these.
Let's get Hyperspaceway in here.
Well,
Let's go.
I don't think they can do that. They have to come up with their own thing, but they could come up with something crazy. Come up with something like crazy and challenging.
Do you want to do one more? Because I'm only going to do one more.
Okay. No, you can just do this. You can do one more, and then we'll just call it.
All right. Ugh. I didn't want this to take an hour.
Nah.
This ain't the usual thing we do. So we don't need to force it to be an hour.
No,
But
this
let's
is
push
more
it.
of just a peek at what this game's got going on, and then we can always compare it to. Once the game comes out, we can compare it to the beta and be like, "Oh, good times."
Or bad times, depending on how much better the full release is compared to the beta.
Oh, significantly better.
Yeah, it was
full
significantly
release
better. It
will
goes,
make
wow, remember when this happened? That sucked.
Yeah, but then it's gonna be like 2 or 3 years later, and the game is gonna be so updated and so superior. And then you'll be like, man, remember when the beta had like a menu structure that looked like this? It looks so much better.
Remember when
And people do that all the time. Where it's just
wow.
like 3 or 4 years later, the game's been getting updates and like it obviously like it's been getting updates and it plays better, and then it's just like, man, because of all the things they've added, they've had to like change the
UI.
yeah. And then it's just like, man, remember when the UI looked like this? It was so much nicer.
Yeah.
That does tend to happen, but
I will say that it was like I think like the second day I was playing because the what do they call it? The color around the characters, your opponents. Like if you're not on their team, then they have their team colors around their character. That wasn't there. So I went on the forum and I said it's kind of hard to tell who's not on my team because there's no like indication other than their name, and I won't know unless I won't see their name unless I get close. And then the next day, they got team colors. I'm happy.
yeah.
I'm like, hey!
The team who worked on this game seems to be very devoted in making it better, and that's part of what makes you want to play the game more. So that way you can give them feedback, and then they make it better because they've already been doing that. So
Right. Thanks, teammate. Person last is having a
you're
hard
yelling
time.
at you.
Uh-oh.
oh god, that's unavoidable.
Push me, teammate. Get him. Yeah.
Get your giant banana out of here.
How about this? Okay, I wasn't locked on at all. Woo! Don't want to be here. Not on this side. Can't move. Great. The lock on went away. When it comes to that part, never go on the right because it's too narrow to do anything. Gotta keep my teammate in front.
Yeah, just...
No.
I mean, say just,
Okay.
you can just be cheap and just stay behind the green guy and
Here
just,
comes blue.
oh god, just pelt him with items. And your
That's
team,
the person.
oh.
That's the green team.
Oh, okay.
This is the person.
I was hoping that
green
wasn't
team.
your teammate.
No, I'm yellow. You can only block one of those. How about this? I'll get a shield. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, good.
Woo!
Damn
Woo!
it.
Aww.
Of course. I'm in second? Oh, because... Oh, frick.
It's the person in last.
Yeah, I
Just
forgot.
being an asshole.
Bumped me right into the railing, dude. Well, green team won.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's like... sometimes the people in last will just be around just to mess people up intentionally, and they have no intention of winning.
It's like, don't bump me.
It's like, get away from me!
Something else I will say, some walls affect you more than others. Like in that one, if you touch like the wooden stakes, then you go to a complete halt. Whereas there are other courses where you'll just slightly bump off. So then you actually don't have to go in reverse to get away from the wall. They actually just push you just enough so you can just turn away from it. Which is a little inconsistent and weird.
That's weird, but...
That was a 2-star course, so it's like, at that point, just don't hit the wall.
I was gonna say, the one you just did was a 1, so...
Oh, that's a 1?
Yeah. It was just a square.
That's a square, yeah.
There was,
well, I mean, and then
there
there's
wasn't even a jump, there was just a drop.
Then there's that part with the logs. Where it's like, you could go on the right side to go through the narrow path, or you could just be on the left side and just not have to go through that hassle of having to dodge logs.
I think you're expected to not go on the right side.
Yeah, right. But they give you a... I mean, at that point, you might as well just make them jumps. Make them jumps, or, like, just make that whole side a wall.
Yeah, make the log jumps.
Like make it so you can go off the logs, or just make that whole side a wall. Like, have a log wall, and then, like, have a farther log wall. That way you can't go that way. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's just how I see it.
it's just, we're just giving our 2 cents here, our numerous 2 cents. Just so, and who knows, maybe we'll be heard, and then they can, take a look at what we've said and make it even better. Because I know that they're already doing that, but...
Yeah, right. You have to go on their... Well, as of right now, you have to go on their forums and do that.
Alright.
I don't know if they're actually seeking.
Yeah. But I guess that'll be it for this. This was just a peek at this beta, and I guess we'll see you all when the game fully releases. Or if there's another beta, we could do another part if they release another beta before the game comes out.
But if the game does come out, then we'll just do ATP on it. So
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
full release. Let's play.
We'll do an episode on it when the game comes out. It'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it.